YouTube, I would have picked a king. Like maybe half the team. But I digress. Like, share, subscribe, or don't. I'm not leaving. It ain't over. And do not give up. Give up. Give up. Give up. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 22nd of April, 2018. And as promised, here's a very good friend of mine that I've known for a long time, Rachel REENSTRA. Now, several of you already follow her. I've had the pleasure of meeting her, and I've known Rachel for a long time. Her website, her YouTube channel will be in the description, but she has done what nobody else has done thus far. So here it is. Share this video, but leave links back to Rachel's channels. And I am out.
It is Rachel REENSTRA again, reporting to you from a very sick state of health. It is now my 10th day of having something that the doctors cannot figure out. But I went in and I just got back from the doctor and I want to share it, okay? I want to share it because it validates something that I've said for a long time. And it's interesting because a lot of the, let's just say, doctors in the medical field usually dismiss anything that has to do with, chemtrails or things in the air that you might be breathing that might make you sick. Okay, well, today I have on camera a doctor telling me exactly not only what he thinks has made me sick or could have made me sick, but he's witnessed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in California, and he has reports of them all over the country getting a certain thing called chemtrail lung. And you think I'm joking? I'm not. I wish I was, but I'm not. And I wanted to share this because it is my 10th day of being sick. I went into the doctor 5 days ago. This is after trying to beat whatever it is I have. Aches, pains, cough, fever, regular flu stuff, right? So I went 5 days ago. They stuck this really big, long stick up my nose, and I thought, what the hell? I swear to God, it touched my brain, and I don't have much of a brain to spare. But that's how they test you for the flu. They do a little swab. Well, it turns out I didn't have the flu, okay? And then I asked him, should you get the flu shot if you're sick? And I got that on camera too. He says no. No, and he was grateful that I did not have a flu shot because he said more people have been sick that have gotten the flu shot this year than those that have not. All right? That's just one medical doctor's opinion, but I have it. I have it on camera. And the second thing that I want to say is I went 5 days ago after trying to beat this myself with garlic and lemons and you name it. I have tried everything. Lots of sleep, kept myself healthy. Still very, very, very sick. So I finally went back, and today he said it sounds like it's in your chest. So he took a couple chest x-rays, and it came back that I have a form of bronchitis. And I said, how do you think I got this? Well, he said, Rachel, we don't know. We put you on a certain antibiotic, which he did 5 days ago. I went on Keflex. It did nothing. If anything, it made me worse, which antibiotics most of the time do. So when I came back to him, I said, I'm not any better. And he said, well, we can put you on a different antibiotic called Z-Pak. Not guarantee it's going to help, but there's so many viruses out there. There's so many bacterial infections. And I said, where are they coming from? And this is when I recorded it. And when he told me, I said, can I get you on camera saying that? Because I really, really want a lot of people to know. And that's why I'm giving this video. I might air it on my channel, but I think I'm actually going to give it to Richie from Boston. Because not only is he an awesome truther, he's got a lot of people following him. And I think the more people that know this, the better. And I'm going to tell you something. Not a lot of doctors come out and say the truth. And this guy is willing to be on camera saying the truth. And I'll tell you something else. I have a show on ABC every Saturday morning. It's called The Wildlife Docs, ironically. Docs as in doctors. It's about the veterinarians of wildlife. And this is my 5th year having this TV show. And I've been outing the truth. Richie's one of the people that inspired me to start making videos. I don't do all my videos in my car, by the way, so don't start calling me Richie from Boston, because I'm not. I'm Rachel from NoHo. And I've just realized that not a lot of people from the entertainment business, from Hollywood, as you might say, because it's where I live, nobody's a truther. No one's at least willing to step out and talk about this stuff, and I'm going to. And yeah, that might harm my career in the future, but I don't care, because I'd rather have the truth be out than not. Okay, so I'm making this video, and I'm going to give it to Richie from Boston so that he can put it out there and have a lot more people see it than will see it on my channel. All right? And this doctor, by the way, I asked him why I got this bacterial infection, and he tells me a little bit about what is in our skies. And he uses something that I was very surprised with, that is now not just something he made up, but something that's known amongst the maybe the awoke doctors. But it has to do with the things that we're breathing, guys. It has to do with what we're breathing. So I'm going to just out this, and I'm going to hope that as many people see it as possible, because for me it's validation that what I've been saying, what Richie's been saying, and I made a funny video about it too, called Chemtrails, and it's a parody about the chemtrails. But because, sometimes I don't know what else to do with it. I'm a comedian, I'm a host, and I'm not a effing shill just because I'm in the entertainment business and I'm willing to talk about it. It means I have courage to get out there and say what's happening, and there's nobody else I know in the entertainment business that's doing that, all right? So, and that's what the cough that I have. I got the multivitamin chews. I'm cooking myself some homemade chicken soup tonight. I'm taking garlic, more lemon, doing everything I can, you guys. And I also got antibiotics to help me through this next round of whatever it is that it's fighting. But I'll tell you what, it was very, very not for me, mind-opening, but it was very interesting hearing what this guy has to say. I recorded it. I'm going to edit this together, and I'm going to send it to Richie from Boston. And so, for all of Richie Boston's fans or anybody that tunes in, I hope you share it as well. And I don't really care about whether you subscribe to my channel or not. I just want the word to get out there, because I think it's important that people start to wake up. And I'm happy to know that this doctor at least is woke. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, thanks for letting me share. Thanks, Richie, for Boston, for getting it out there. And, yeah, Rachel Reenstra is my name. I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the truth for once. Okay, so I'm here with the doctor because I'm still sick, and I just wanted him to reiterate what he just said.
Okay. Hello, whoever you all are.
Get closer. Yes.
So there is an emerging problem that we're having in society all over the world, actually, and it's called chemtrail lung. There are more and more respiratory conditions that are showing up because of the toxic chemicals, heavy metals, gases, virus particles, and other things that are being sprayed across the atmosphere. Especially in this area, because Palmdale Airport is the source of a lot of top secret activity that takes place. And there's also a lot of still breathing of fracking gases from Porter Ranch and the other surrounding areas.
That's right, that big, yeah.
And also because of the topography of the way the Santa Ana winds blow in this area.
Right.
And on top of all of that, the smog. And on top of all of that, what we know about the amount of inhalation of mold and mildew in the walls of the buildings and things of this sort.
That's true.
So the combination of all of these things, plus the overuse of antibiotics. Plus being in the cold and the flu season in general.
And how do you feel about the flu shot? I mean, I did not get one, and I won't ever get one. I don't believe in them. I know some people do. How do you feel about the flu shot?
I don't recommend it in general.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few categories of people who are most appropriate for getting them, but not every year, because so much of the time the true effectiveness and efficacy of flu shots is very, very low, and it's not necessarily that it's a benefit. It's a public health policy issue, but it is not necessarily a physiologic benefit to the patients.
Even though they want you to get one and they say, oh, come on in to get your flu shot, They encourage it, but at the same time, it could be a different strain that's coming about, so it could actually make it worse.
Yeah, well, we've been dealing with, sub 30%, sometimes even sub 20% effectiveness of flu vaccines in recent years.
20%.
And it's a guess as to what may be needed in the composition of a flu vaccine in order to get it ready for distribution. And
Right.
then most of the time, we miss more than we hit. So it's not something that as a public health specialist, as well as a primary care specialist and all that, I routinely recommend. I know that there's policies there, and I know
Right.
that there's something called best practices.
Right.
But if you look at it more in general,
He said best practices, not breast practices. That's different. It's a whole nother show.
so if you look at it in terms of what else people can be doing, there's a whole lot more that people can do
Right.
to improve their health from a prevention point of view and from a detoxing point of view and from a proactive health orientation,
Be proactive, right.
as opposed to just simply relying on getting the vaccinations.
And there was somebody that was found in the Mississippi River who stood up in Atlanta. He stood up for not getting the flu shot, and he ended up disappearing. Well, actually, no, his body was found. So, we got to stop. Are you giving me the stop?
Wrap it up.
Okay, wrap it up. Okay. Anyway, chemtrail lung. I'm just saying, you can end it.